So when I clicked the link, the social media link for Bala Vikasa, I was taken to the website and I looked at the options that are there. One thing that just came out for me, I think, when I just saw community-driven development training, I said, this is it. And the training was delivered in a very interactive way. I've learned quite a number of things. Predominantly, I think the asset-based approach to community development is something that is a very big takeaway for me from this training, because previously, we were conducting our community development programs by looking at the needs of society, trying to tackle the issues from a need perspective. But then I was exposed to asset programming, where you look at not the needs, but the assets that are there, and the strengths that a community has. And so for me, it was something that I said, wow, this is something that I probably never got much information before. But because of this training now, I think it's a better approach, and it's something that can be done even with the least resources, because you look at the potential that a community has, whether it's finance, whether it is knowledge, whether it is facilities, and so on and so forth. But if the community themselves can be inspired, to change their lives, to participate in that community development that they want to actualize, I think it is then something that becomes sustainable, and so everybody participates, and nobody is left behind. And actually, one of the things that I would want to appreciate is the field exposure, going into the field and seeing this asset-based approach being used in the field, and not just something that you learn in class and then it ends there. So whatever I was learning in the classroom was being evidenced in the community themselves. It wasn't stage managed, it was something that was genuine. It was coming from their hearts, being able to go there to the beneficiaries and interacting with them, asking them the challenges they face, the successes that they have, what drives them and everything. I think from the widow projects to the water projects, all the education projects and every other activities that were being done there and that are still being implemented have been, taken ownership by the community themselves. So it was very refreshing to see the genuineness of their happiness and contentment, knowing that they are making a change for themselves and not just an external donor who comes in and gives them, fish to eat for one day and then tomorrow they are not there. Because I was interacting with one of the women and they said, even if Bala Vikasa pulls out of this project, we have taken ownership of this. We feel like it's ours. And that is the kind of development that we should be able to inspire as NGOs in the communities that we serve. But apart from that, also the result-based management of projects, from proposal to reporting and data collection and everything. These are things that as we were developing strategies in community development, these are things that we had challenges on. How do you identify the impact that you want to bring to the, how do you have clarity over that vision? How do you have clarity over the participants of that project and things of that sort? So I think even stakeholder engagement, the donors, the community themselves, the staff and the government officials and everybody who's involved. I think for me, these are serious takeaways that for me they mean practically taking what I've learned here to be able to replicate in my community. But apart from that also, so for example, there's strategic planning. How do you ensure that you have a comprehensive strategy that will be able to speak about your impact in the community? And this information was very useful, and I'll take it back. I should be able to spearhead that change and to bring about adequate strategic management. We begin to see how these approaches can be used back home where we're coming from. So if it's community-driven programs that people are interested in, I think this is the best institution to come to. The majority of the material that I've gotten from this training is very, very valuable. And if I compare the costs of the training to the benefit of the training, I feel that the cost is nothing compared to the benefit, and I highly recommend this training.